Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Del Piero. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. That's Thuram. Van Bronckhorst. Saliba. Vieira. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's there to clear it. Van Bronckhorst. So it is still 0-0. Thuram. And it's McAllister. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Opts for safety. Nesta. Neymar. Pirlo. Now it's Pelé. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele receives it in a good position here. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Messi gets into a good position. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Now Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. Thuram attempts a clearance. Ambitious ball here. He can run onto that. Oh no, this does not look good. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vieira. Turns back here, probably the best option. Thuram is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Passes coming off in quick succession here, just eases him off the ball. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Chiellini. Nesta. And it's Maldini. Neymar. Cruyff. Pelé. And no, that was never going to make it. No, that's been intercepted. Pirlo. And it's Hullet. McAllister. Hullet. Plays it in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Hello attendees, this
So
is
your
a
views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Cruyff. Hullet. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. The ball has bounced loose now. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! And he's there to get it away. And here's Neymar. Thuram does well to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Del Piero. Big header! There it is! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Hullet wins the duel this time.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Knocks it into space. He's going to be disappointed with that. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Mbappe! Casillas claims it without any fuss.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Casillas gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And it's Dembele.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pele. Number 13. Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field. Number 8. Gullit.
There's the header.
Number 23.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Number
Well, he's
24.
furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitutions taking place.
Messi. Threads one in. Son Heung-min. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Pirlo. No way through there. And it's lofted through here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And it's played forward. Rafael Leao. Neymar. And this is Son Heung-min. Chooses to go back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Van Bronckhorst. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gone behind for a goal kick. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Gullit. And this is Messi. Messi's cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Crossed in once more. And he's heaved it away. That is ended up in no man's land. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that has left him in a heap. Very much into the last knockings. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for the run. Rafael Leao. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Del Piero. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrap for everything.
Kindly make his way to the
So
information
many thanks to
centre.
Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds... Oh, they could be caught out here! He's shifting... Puskás! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Good ball, good take. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. And it's McAllister. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's got away. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Pirlo. He's free, he has got space. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a pretty loose pass. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away? Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, he's bustling through. Real chance! He's delivered all right! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
After 18 minutes is number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now, can they get him away? Pele receives it in a wide position. He's had a shot! Thuram, always a very imposing presence at the back.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. And here's Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. McAllister. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pele. Hullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And it's Pirlo. Oh, important interception. Hullet. Ibrahimovic. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Mbappe. Cruyff. Mbappe. Pele! And again! Oh, taken with style. Again in a trice, and they are soaring. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Pull it to McAllister. Pushkas. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cleared away.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe gets into a good position. Now it's Griezmann. And this is Cruyff. Pelé. Oh, well played, well played. McAllister. That has not gone well. And it's Pelé! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pedri. Thuram. Ball's gone out of play.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Cross goes in. Diving header! It's bounced back off the post. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Pirlo. Nicely shaped ball. And that has left him in a heap. Out to the left it goes.
Well,
and the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
Here we go again.
well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Ibrahimovic. And it's Pedri. And it's McAllister. Nicely aimed pass. Threads one in. And he's onside. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Pushkas! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pelé. Thuram. And Zanetti. Thuram cannot be beaten that easily. Ambitious ball here. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Knocks it into space, and he's worked it through. That is good alertness. Chiellini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's another good win of the ball. Lovely, now, and the shot! In he goes again! Really well taken goal. Just cruising! They are cruising! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, this looks sharp. Zanetti proves just a little bit too strong. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that's well seen too. McAllister, and it's Hullet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pinches it off him. Succumbs to the pressure. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mbappe. Probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. Tries to get it clear. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Into the last quarter of an hour. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass isn't the best, and he welcomes it in, and this is Puskás. Puskás with the climbs up big. Goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Griezmann. Griezmann going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's an imaginative pass. Thuram. Cruyff wins the duel this time. Pedri. Hullet. And it's Del Piero. Back into the middle. And it's Hullet. It shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Pelé. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. 2 minutes to be added on. Pirlo. Oh, that's fabulous. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And if you do have a chance
Your final
today,
thoughts,
please
Jim?
take some
Well,
time
look,
out
it was
to give
very...
us
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
So that's got things underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
This looks promising.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
And the shot's on. Oh, shooting chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement.
Gattuso with a definite fell there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Messi.
Pedri tries to pass it through.
Shapes to shoot, and it's in. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Nice interception, well timed.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Can he get on the end of this?
And it's Messi.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Pirlo. Mbappe shoots! It's in! And they've got their lead back. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pedri.
Played out to the right. Cruyff.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
And it's Vieira. He's in space and looking for options.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Opts for safety. Gattuso. Mbappe. Back into the middle. And he's in on goal. Del Piero! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And again they hit the front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Number 24.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Takes a shot. Oh, yes, it's there! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Del Piero. Cruyff. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Messi. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that was vital. Thuram gets good distance on it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nesta gets across to intercept that. He's in a great position here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in plenty of space here. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Nesta. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Goes looking wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Del Piero! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Looking to go deep.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here. Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Oh, good take in a good area. Goes long and straight. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Drives it in. Pele looking to add to his goal. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pele. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's cut it out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's intervened well there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Del Piero knocks it into space. Pedri. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely weighted ball, well timed, excellent interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's picked his way through. Chooses to go back. It's Pirlo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. It's a searching pass.
Oh, that's clever.
Leicester cuts out the pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Pele. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.